Hello, conscious co-creators, and welcome to this pick a card reading today. Our topic for this reading is stepping stones and your next 3 guided action steps. So for this reading, we will be getting information in part 1 about your next 3 action steps from this particular deck, Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose. We'll also be getting guidance and insight for each step. Of course, we'll be looking into each of them for you for a little extra information about each step, what it means, why you're being guided to take that particular action step. And we will be getting the bridge energy to help you flow from one step to another. And this is a 2-part reading. The first part is available for you here on YouTube, and the second part is available exclusively for Evolve members. And if you're an Evolve member, you can access and watch the extended part of this reading on your Evolve pages. The silver, gold, and diamond member watch pages are linked down below in the description. And if you're interested in finding out more about membership, that link is also listed for you in the description. In the exclusive extended second part of this reading, we will be looking into spirit guides, angels, or masters that are going to be helping you with these next steps that you are taking or that we're being guided to in this reading. We're going to get some messages from those helpers for you. We're going to look at obstacles that you may face and how to overcome them for each step. And of course, additional messages that you can take with you. They want this one and this one. And we've got just one more here. We are choosing the 3 steps for each of these piles, as you can probably tell. You've got 3 different piles to choose from. I am going to place stones on these piles, perhaps stepping stones, if you will, to give your intuition a bit of an indication to work with and to choose from if that's helpful for you. Okay. So for pile number 1, I've got a raw citrine stone. There you go. Pile number 2, we've got an orange moonstone. Absolutely love this energy. Orange moonstone, group number 2, pile number 2. And for pile number 3, group 3, we have this double terminated Lapis Lazuli here for you. So you just want to take a moment and ask your intuition, which of these 3 piles is calling to me, which is going to give me the stepping stones and the next action steps that I am guided to take on my journey forward. And once you have made your selection, you can head down to the description and click on the timestamp that is connected to your grouping or your pile. Pile 1, the Citrine, pile 2, the Orange Moonstone, or pile 3, the Lapis Lazuli, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello group 1 and welcome to your pick a card reading today. We're going to be getting the next 3 guided action steps for you. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the first group or the first pile with the raw citrine stone. So this is an activation and abundance stone. I'm going to place it right here for you. And we will take a look at your next 3 action steps and then get more information about them for you so you can move forward guided as smooth as possible. So action step number 1, make necessary sacrifices. And it's card number 41. Action step number 2, nurture yourself first. Card number 11, master number coming in there. So I'm seeing some change happening here, and then we're moving into a resting period perhaps. And action step number 3 is to work with devotion, and there's that fresh new 46-10-1 beginning. for you there. Okay, interesting. Movement forward for you, group 1. All right, so I'm going to get definitely some more information for you. So action step number 1 is to make the necessary sacrifices, and the energy of this card with a 41-5 is really about making the changes that you need to make, and you may have to actually let some things go. You may have to give of yourself a bit. You can see right now she's kind of tossing the roses off of the balcony here. Sometimes this is about taking care of others, perhaps. Maybe you're in a situation where your next step is to, for instance, devote some of your time, energy, and nurturing to someone else before we get into this space here where you're going to begin nurturing yourself. Sacrifices are definitely a thing here on the human plane. So when you get that kind of a card, it's like them really wanting you to notice what it is that you need to kind of give up in order to gain something better in the future. And so you want to look around your life, and of course we are going to definitely, that card flipped, we're going to put it there. We're definitely getting more information for you now as to what this might have to do with, or how you can actually make those sacrifices that are going to benefit you best or most. So let's see what we have here for more info. We've got the Page of Pentacles there. So this is a new chapter of your life. So if you are looking to start something new, which here we can see that we're getting to the work down the line. We're actually going to devote yourself to work. This Page of Pentacles is a new beginning right now that is happening. And in order to be able to get yourself to this devotion period, it looks like you need to make some sacrifices now in lieu of this fresh start. So maybe you need to get rid of some things. You need to get rid of some this could be about spending money. Stop spending so much money on certain things and like save your money. It could be the time and energy that you're putting into someone that needs to be shifted or changed or looked at. Let's see what else we have. The 10 of Pentacles. Wow, the 10 and the Page. Yeah, so this for some of you is definitely going to be about your spending, your finances, how it is that you're using your resource of money or the things that you value. This is a new chapter right now. It's happening, and changes need to be made in order for you to feel like that new chapter is happening, or like in the future you're going to be able to devote yourself to what it is you want to devote yourself to. If you have been, I'm just going to say this, group one, if you've been like overspending on things or not paying attention to a budget or not paying attention to your finances, then because we have both of these cards, technically they're consecutive but backwards, right? The 10 moves to the Page. This is a closure and an ending and a new beginning. And I kind of can feel that it's like bubbling up for this group, like you really want it. But maybe you've been going back and forth in the decisions around what it is you want to give up in order to be able to get to work on that, or to be able to feel like you're really journeying towards that dream or that vision or that goal for yourself in the future. What they're saying here is you have and are working from an abundant energy. You just need to siphon it differently. That's what it feels like. I'm having a hard time not picking up a financial energy from this first step. It really feels like connected to your budget, how you're spending your money, either how you're making your money, could be how you're making your money. Maybe you are not giving up enough of your time or energy or your knowledge is what they're saying, your knowledge as it concerns something. You could be over sacrificing as well, and you need to be able to like harness your abundant wisdom and time and brain space to be able to make sacrifices in certain places but not in others. So I would say this first step is like a massive survey of where it is you are spending your time, energy, money, especially in your mental state as well. Like, what are you thinking about all the time? And if you are sacrificing something that you need to not be sacrificing, that needs to be adjusted. Changes need to be made. And if you have not been willing, or you've been procrastinating sacrificing certain things, like maybe you don't go out to dinner every week or 3 times a week. Instead, you go out every other week because you want to put that money towards something that you're going to be building in the future, or that you're going to love working toward in the future. So wherever it is that you need to make necessary kind of like pull it back, sacrifice energy, that's what they're telling you to do first and foremost. Then we get into this nurture yourself energy, and I just want to see the bridge energy here. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards that we can look at to see what's going to help you once you've made these sacrifices and once you've kind of harnessed the power of your abundance. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, but it's definitely something that you value, some sort of resource that you're using. How you're using it has it's not like that wasn't okay what you were doing before and you should like shame yourself or belittle yourself or something like that. It's not that at all. It's just how you've been doing it needs to shift into a different way of doing it. And it's a beginner energy that you're in. They're really making that very clear by giving us the page first before the, I'm just going to set that there, before the 10. The ending didn't happen yet. It's like you want the new beginning, but you haven't closed this out yet. So we need to shift it and close out the way you were doing it. There's nothing wrong with it for that time, but now it needs to shift in order for you to begin this new chapter. And I feel like start saving. It's like saving your energy, saving your time, saving your money to be able to allot it to something different in the future, and being very curious about learning how you could do that. Let's see yes, discernment. Okay. That's what bridges you to this nurturing yourself energy. If you've been like burning the candle at both ends, not paying attention, this kind of step is going to allow you to get into a more nurturing place. And because we have discernment as the bridge for you, group one, basically what they're telling you is you need to discern the difference between what it is you want to give your time, energy, and money to and your thoughts to, and what is not necessary for you to do that, so that you can siphon that into something better, into something different. It often feels to me like this is like a short-term versus long-term. It's like instant gratification versus long-term payoff, long-term game playing. Like you're playing the long game here. If you haven't been doing that, they want you to switch and to be discerning. If you don't have this discernment going on, it's going to be hard for you to get to this next step, which is all about prioritizing yourself, nurturing yourself, your own wants and your own needs. Maybe you've been swept up in like the way somebody else does things or what someone else expects of you, and that's why you've been overdoing it in some way, and you need to pull it on back and be very discerning in order to be able to get to this energy, which is great. Discernment is about like actually surveying what's going on and not making unconscious choices. You're really being asked to make very conscious choices here and be paying attention to what it is you're choosing. And here they're telling you the next step is to actually start really caring about you first. And this is not about like ego land. This is about understanding that maybe things are not going the way that you wanted them to. So as you are making these sacrifices, you're not doing that and being really, well, maybe you're a little sad about it, but you're ready. It's like you're ready to go, you know what? That's been fun, that's been good, that worked for me for a while, or I thought I had to do it this way, but it's not working anymore, and so now I'm going to take care of me and really ask myself, what is going to enliven or enlighten my existence, my path forward? What do I really want and need right now? And they're telling you it's in divine alignment for you to be discerning in order to be able to prioritize your own real wants and needs. This may require some digging for some of you sometimes we just are like on autopilot and we're doing things in the way that we've always done them, or we're letting somebody else kind of guide our life, or maybe our ego's running the show. And so when you get to this step, it's about actually stopping and finding out what you need. Questions like, what do I need right now? Not what do I need, tomorrow or at the end of the week, but what does my mind need right now? What does my body need right now? What does my heart need right now? What does my energy need right now? Do I need to go and do that? Do I need to spend the money on that? Do I need to think about that? Or do I need a nap? Do I need a rest? Do I need to do something for enjoyment that doesn't cost me a lot of money? let's see what we have to clarify this step and this nurturing and prioritization of yourself. Another page for you. Wow, yeah. This is where you're going to get all the insights because you've made the necessary sacrifices and you've been discerning to get you to this space. The Page of Swords, you can see her in this deck. It's a beautiful depiction. She's found this sword. She's a young little mermaid. Excuse me. And she's found this sword and she does not know what it is. She doesn't know what to do with it, but she's very excited to find out. So she's going to be open about what's going to happen with the sword, how she can use it, what kind of knowledge and information she can gain about its power, etc., etc. So a Page of Swords, again, pages are new chapters, they're new beginnings. So you may not know how, and that's what I was picking up, right? Like, I don't even know what I want or need. You may have been on this autopilot and you haven't been asking yourself that question for a while. So the step after discernment and sacrifice is about finding out what it is that you actually do want and need for yourself, and to be open to the information that is coming through in this new chapter. It's like you're deciding on the physical plane with all this earth pentacle energy. Yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make different choices and make different changes. And I'm going to be discerning about where I place my energy and what I'm doing. And now I'm going to figure out what works for me. What do I actually like? What are my hobbies actually? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know. It's that time in someone's life where I will ask them, you know, if you had all the time in the world, if you didn't have responsibilities and you didn't have, you know, a place to be and you didn't have expectations placed upon you, what would you do if you could do anything? And they go, I don't know. I have no clue what I even like. What if you could just read a book? Would you want to read a book? What kind of book would you? I don't even know. And so this is about exploration. It's self-exploration. Ooh, and the King of Wands. And look at that. So you will gain your power back here with a King of Wands. The King of Wands is the master of the suit of fire, and this is the creativity energy, your true spark, your light within, leading your life from a place of passion and inspiration and purpose. So to have these coupled together, I mean, this nurturing will do you very well. This step is going to tune you back into you, Group 1. It's exactly what you need to do, because I feel like you've just been off, but you want the new start, right, with the pages. You definitely want this new chapter for yourself. And the way that you're going to get it and understand it and call your light back to yourself and feel in a confident leadership position of your life again is to take this time to nurture yourself and prioritize yourself and give yourself those moments of questioning and compassion and understanding. The light bulbs will start happening, and this is going to bring your spark back. A King of Wands is like this vibrant, he's assertive, yes, but he's this like vibrant, fiery leader. He is inspired, and when he's inspired, that's how he leads. People are very attracted to him because of that. And what they're telling you is, if you start to explore within yourself and you start asking those questions, you're going to find your truth. You're going to find the clarity you need with the Swords energy. You're going to find those insights and those light bulbs about yourself, and they're going to start turning you on so that you get to this level of understanding and you feel like, oh my gosh, I can create this, or I am tapped back into my passion, or I know what I like to do now, right? So then I ask you that question after you've taken the time to nurture yourself, and you go, you know, I didn't know this, but I've been trying this out and I really enjoy it. And this is like my new hobby, right? So you're figuring it out by giving time to yourself and nurturing yourself and asking yourself, what do I want? What do I need? What works for me? What am I passionate about? What am I inspired by? And don't be afraid to learn new things, try new things, because when you have a Page of Swords, it's like, it's an exploration of understanding, of lessons, of learning. Like a Page of Swords, like you can see, she's excited to see what this sword can do, and she's going to try it out. She's going to figure it out by, you know, learning about it. So don't be afraid to learn new things about yourself or explore what might turn you on now. And that's going to lead us to the work that you're going to be doing, which I love. I mean, you may find that you have a new passion that sparks within you here in this step, and that leads you to doing work that maybe you always dreamed of doing, that you forgot about, or you thought was impossible for you, or something brand new that you never even knew that you'd like or that you aligned with. Let's see how we get from the nurture yourself first to the working with the devotion energy. Oh, the feelings card. Okay, this is emotional energy, of course. And we don't have any cups yet. I wonder if we'll have cups here. The feelings card is about, obviously, tapping into and feeling your feelings. So this is just a reiteration, group one, that it's important to notice and ask yourself those questions and tap into your emotional body. Does this feel right for me? Is this in alignment for me? Do I actually like doing this? Or does my mind tell me this is what I should like? It's an exploration of self here and this brand new chapter of it. It's really cool how they have you, deciding here and then making changes and then tapping into you again. True you, they said, true you. So as you're honoring and nurturing your own feelings and you're acknowledging how it is you feel about certain things, how you really feel, remember, not what you're supposed to feel or what someone else tells you you're supposed to feel. You also do not need to validate your feelings with anyone else. That message is coming in right now, meaning if you find that you like something, you don't have to go to someone and go like, is it all right that I like this? Like, I feel like this might be kind of weird, but I really like it. Or like maybe they're showing me somebody trying like a new food and you're like, I never even knew that this is like one of my favorite foods. Isn't it so weird? And if someone's like, yeah, it's weird, or no, it's weird, you don't need that external validation. Your feelings can't be wrong, and they're asking for you to continue to explore them, to be able to let them lead you into this devotional work, whatever that may be. The work with devotion card, and by the way, it's a 46-10-1, that's an ending and a new beginning. Here's where we really feel this new start. So we kind of get this pump up for a new chapter with these pages. And then we get the work energy. You're going to know what to devote yourself to. You're going to feel ready. And then what Spirit is saying to you is go ahead and do it. Go ahead and tap into a new way to work or devoting yourself to a new energy to work with. And I really feel that this is done with love. So it's going to be something that you're guided to, or that you're guided to revamp. Maybe you're doing the same work, but you're doing it in a different way. You feel more devoted to it. You feel more passionate about it. You've changed the way you look at it. You've changed how it is that you show up for it. And so they're giving you permission here. That's what the feelings lead you to being able to work with devotion in a different way, perhaps, or in a brand new way. Let's see what we have here. Oh yes, the star card flipped over. The star card, that's lovely. This is a card of hope and a restoration of your faith in your dreams or what your future may hold. So this work is connected to a dream that you may have had, or you decide you have, that you realize that you've had. This is a card that tells you wish upon a star. Whatever your dreams are, they can come true. There is no reason to give up hope on this. Keep the faith. You have the ability to reach your dreams, which is beautiful. And they're like, get to work on that. That's this third step. Let's see what else we have. And the Queen of Cups. And look at her brewing something there in this depiction. This means you don't leave the nurturing and self-care behind. It's like, you don't just go, okay, I did that. That was that step. Now I don't have to do that anymore. The Queen of Cups is a nurturing, loving mother, and you can see she's brewing something in her cup, which is her heart center. So she always... If there's any queen that works with devotion like this from her heart, it's the Queen of Cups. You can see, like I said, literally she's brewing something, and the work that she's doing is showing up from her heart center. So devoting yourself with your heart to your work while also not forgetting your own needs and what you learned here in step number 2. This is about loving devotion to yourself that is definitely going to affect other people. The star card is a long-term implication, meaning, your dreams, they might take a bit to come to fruition. You might have to start working on them now, and then they take a bit. You have to do the work to get there. But that's okay, because I have a feeling you're going to be loving how it is you're working or what it is you're doing. The Queen of Cups tells me that as you are working toward this dream and you're restoring your faith and you're getting excited about doing this devotional work or this work that you're stepping into, you don't forget about yourself. The Queen of Cups always makes sure that she asks herself, have I given myself what I need today, before she goes and she gives to others. So she's not going to be able to show up in her full capacity to be compassionate for others or understanding for others until she's done that for herself. So it's like they give you this step first in order for you to carry it into the work. And I just get this feeling that whatever this this work is that you're going to be diving into or beginning to do or devoting yourself to is going to serve a lot of people and give other people hope and restore other people's faith. So whatever that is, whether you're like working in an office and you're doing it in a different way, it may just lift the spirits of those around you and make people feel understood or make them see that they could do it in a different way. Maybe you're stepping into a holistic or a business or a side hustle or something new that you're just doing on the side that you are impressing people with or inspiring people with, and that's lighting their fire within them again or helping them love themselves a bit more. Whatever this is, it just feels like because you've taken the time to tap back into yourself and your true light and your true power and the way that you're going to lead and what you're meant to be devoted to, restoring your own faith gives this, it's like the light in you starts to shine and you love yourself, and that comes out in the work that you're doing, and it inspires others as well. So this is really amazing energy here. These are all the messages that I have for your next 3 steps for you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it serves you. Very exciting energy for you to work through, and you can really feel this new beginning and this new way of kind of being in the world and this reclamation of self and understanding who you truly are, what you truly need, and moving on in a way that feels really purposeful and in alignment, and that most certainly is going to serve others. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that it serves you. Now I'll be moving into the extended part of this reading. So if you are an Evolve member, you're going to want to click down below and click on the link that coincides with your specific membership to head to the viewing page, and then you'll be able to watch the extended part of this particular group 1 pull and spread, and I will see you over there. Hello group 2, and welcome to your Stepping Stones reading. We're going to take a look at your next 3 guided action steps. If you're listening to this, then you have chosen the second grouping with the Orange Moonstone, which is definitely a connection to our heart center, a connection to our intuition, connection to your feeling center, your sacral chakra, creativity, and passion. Love that. I'm just going to place that here for you. Let's take a look at your next 3 guided steps to start off your reading. So step number 1, 60, card number 60, and express your joy. Beautiful way to start off the reading. Step number 2, 29, and be patient. Okay, some patience being called for, a little bit of waiting, patience with purpose perhaps. And step number 3, count your blessings. Card number 59, that's beautiful. All right, gratitude energy coming in. So it looks like this is setting you up to welcome in something wonderful, group number 2, counting your blessings and like fortune and things growing in your life. But of course, we're going to get some more information for you on each of these steps, and we'll give you some indication of how you can move from one step to another smoothly as we move forward. So we're going to start first with the express your joy step. This is definitely a gratitude group, is what I would say. You want to make sure that you have a gratitude practice firmly in place if you are this group. And if you don't have one, step number 1 is kind of guiding you to that anyway. Expressing your joy is about kind of walking around. You can see like in the sunshine with your heart being lit up, noticing all of the points of joy in your life. They're giving me a smell. It smells like baking, something baking. Just, that's not usual for me. Clairsalience is not like my number 1 way to receive. So yeah, it's like fresh baked cookies or like some sort of bread being baked. So So it's like even the small little things, they're asking for you to take notice of it for this first step and to express your joy for it. So maybe you're baking and you're saying it out loud, you're saying it to your team, okay, and you're baking those cookies. Oh my gosh, this smells so good, this tastes so good. I'm so excited to be able to share this with others. If somebody else is baking something or doing something that is bringing you joy, or if you see something that brings you joy, the goal here is to just say it out loud. Yeah, like hand it over, communicate it to that person or this situation or how exciting it is. You may want to keep a joy journal, they're saying, a joy journal. So, you know, lots of people will keep a gratitude journal, but in your case, it's like a joy journal. This definitely also feels, before we get more info, I just want to say, group 2, this feels like a wish or a hope that you have. They are looking for you to align with it and in order to bring it in for you, because we have the expression of joy and then the patience energy into the blessings. So something wants to come in. It feels like your spirit team is orchestrating that for you. They want you to know that it's on its way. And at this point, your first step is to just align with the joy. Picture yourself having this blessing that you may be wanting already, and how joyful it feels to imagine yourself having it, touching it, smelling it, tasting it, whatever it is, being in it, feeling it. This is a really cool energy for this group. Okay, let's get some more information. We've got the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is a patient leader, first and foremost. She is this intuitive, intelligent, wonderful communicator. When you get a Queen of Swords, especially here, you can see I feel that there's something that she wants or that she's asking for clarity on. The Queen of Swords will most certainly wait for her intuition to be right on point. So as you begin to express your joy for what's around you, I suspect you're going to have even more to be joyful for. You're going to get even more clarity. You're going to get even more insight on how you can share that joy or spread that joy around. Your whole system may change, is what they just said. This is like a system overhaul or something. Like your whole perspective and energy may shift and change as a result of this step. So very cool. Also, she's very good at strategizing and making a plan. So again, get a joy journal, get it ready and get it in your pocket, or get it someplace where you can have access to it really quickly and easily, because I think that this is part of the strategy for the blessing. If I'm honest, that's what it feels like. Let's see what we have coupling. Yeah, it is. Okay. This is confirmation for what I just spoke. The 9 of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment card, and you can see, look at the joy. It's like, what is the strategy for me to feel better in my life, for me to feel happy, for me to feel healthy, for me to feel like I am growing, for me to feel like I am healing? What is the strategy for me to feel like I have this wish and it is gonna come true? The 9 of Cups is literally the fulfillment of the wish or your heart's desire. It's a wish fulfilled card. So you can see everything's bubbling up and she's just so excited. That's what we're getting to. That's what it feels like. So this first step is about you recognizing that it starts with you, is what they just said. It starts with you. So if you've been having a difficult time getting clear or getting happy or being joyful, this is how you start this. If you have a dream that you want, or are hoping for something to come to fruition in the future, or are wanting to work on something, or are wanting to be in alignment with something, they're saying, it starts with you. That wish starts with a plan. It starts with a strategy. It starts with honoring and owning your truth and getting clear about it, and then expressing all of the joy that you possibly can in any situation. Find the joy. That is your goal. This step is about you being on a mission to find joy in every single possible situation you can find joy in. And then saying it, communicating it. If it feels weird to like say it out loud or express it in a certain moment because it's just not the time or the place for it, Those are the things that you want to type into your phone so that you can write them in your joy journal. Those are the things that you want to take note of, even in your own space. Wow, okay. I'm getting a card for clarity on the energy to move you to the be patient energy, and this one just flipped right over. So we have the move forward card there. That's a card of being able to move on and momentum. Of course, forward movement toward success, and movement toward that blessing is what they're saying. And while I have this deck out, I am just going to get the other card that we'll look at once we move through step number 2 and that patience energy that's coming up. There it is. Thank you. Okay. So yes, to bridge the gap from expressing your joy into a waiting energy, which again, being patient, this kind of message is usually not the message that people hope to hear. They don't want to hear that. But to have this card pop up as step number 2 for you, what they're telling you is the forward movement is going to continue. And although it may feel like nothing's moving, you can see she's like in the middle of a clock waiting and sitting down patiently, just allowing herself to wait. Her legs are even crossed, so she's kind of waiting with purpose. She knows that the timing is going to be just right. And that's the key for this step. You may not have this wish fulfillment energy show up right away, and we can see it's going to eventually, right? The third step is to be counting those blessings that are showing up. But here first, they're going to put you in a state of purposeful patience. It means that you're trusting in the timing. At this stage, I would say definitely tap into your orchestration guides, your divine orchestration guides, because it can help to understand that even though things are not maybe moving forward in the way that your brain wants them to, or that you suspected or expected them to, things are still moving. The momentum is happening, and they want you to know that with this move forward card. Like, things are going to be moving forward, and time is going to keep passing. And just because you can't necessarily see the blessings just yet, although you may find that the blessings start to come up during this step as you are being patient, because here we're already counting them. Just because you can't see them yet doesn't mean they're not being orchestrated in the divine or in the spirit world, in the universal matrix is what they want me to say, in the universal matrix. Okay, so patience energy. Let's get some more info. 8 of Wands. This is a card of quick, fast movement and manifestation. So sometimes this card will come in with an obstacle attached to it because it is a manifestation card. 8s are all about manifestation. And you can see she's reaching up to grab that wand after it's kind of like the fire has been erupting, and she's grabbing what she needs, and she's able to manifest it. So you are definitely probably going to start seeing these blessings coming up here as you are being patient with this kind of a card. They may come in quick spurts is what I would say, which is probably why Spirit's like, we need you to be patient. It's happening. The obstacle around an 8 of Wands can be, the opposite energy of the patience step, which is being very impatient. When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Why isn't it happening yet? The cool part of an 8 of Wands is that you do have Spirit on your team helping you overcome any kind of challenge that might pop up. So if you are having a difficult time kind of allowing yourself to be patient or waiting on something or staying out of that lack of wanting it when it's not here, return to the joy journal. The joy journal sets you up. The joy energy and expressing that is what's going to move you forward. Even when you are being patient, you can try to be grateful for the patience, grateful for the time, the space in between, if you will. Because whatever pops up as a challenge with an 8 of Wands, you'll know that you're being guided around it, and Spirit will help you to move around it as quickly as possible. But as I said, it is a quick manifestation card. So this is like confirmation that the blessings are going to start showing up as you are allowing yourself to wait for them, and not to try and if these wands didn't erupt out of here, there's nothing to grab. So once it erupts, once it happens, that's when you can go and, express your gratitude again, express your joy again. It's because you were patient. You were floating there until this erupted. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, 4 of Swords. This is a lovely energy. You can see she's resting. It's like we're resting, and then when something comes in, we're taking it. So being patient with purpose, resting your mind, not worrying so much about it. This is a peace of mind card. This is swords being worked in a beautiful, calm way. This card says if you're looking for clarity, if you want some insight, make sure that you have gotten the rest that you need. This is not a time for you to be overthinking things at all. When it comes, when it wants to manifest, it's going to manifest, and it's all about divine timing. So divine orchestration guides, they deal with the timing and the setup and the order, the divine order, and the divine opportunities that are popping up in your life, and they always happen just at the exact right time. So your goal for this step is to understand it's not going to be like withheld from you. You're not going to miss it when it comes. It's going to show up, and you may have these beautiful little points of joy that are happening in this step because you are not allowing yourself to be all up in your head worrying about it. You're getting enough rest. You're perhaps dreaming, you're trusting, you're continuing that joy journal, and it feels really good to be patient with purpose. You may actually really love this step if you lean into it. Gentleness and 2 males. Wow, 2 mermen. There are a lot of mermaids in this particular deck and not a lot of mermen. So the fact that you're getting 2 of them is very interesting. Forward moving kind of masculine energy, and then the gentleness card with masculine energy attached to it. I love that. Perhaps you have a blessing around a male figure that you're asking for or looking for, or that you're hoping for. In this case, being gentle, giving yourself grace, giving that other person grace is what's going to allow you into this full state of gratitude now. We're moving from joy, being patient, and then honoring it as it comes. This is not like a pushy energy, right? We're accelerating here. We're getting these beautiful indications of blessings, yes, abundance, perhaps, fortunate energy, but not getting all up in our head about it and moving forward gently, especially if this concerns some sort of male figure in your life. It's important to be gentle and to then move right into step number 3. So the gentleness is going to guide you from the patience energy into this full-on recognition of the fortune and the blessings that have been given to you. And again, these may show up as these tiny little miracles or these big, big blessings that you're like, I'm so happy. Because you aligned with it here, it's now showing up here in step number 3, and your job is to acknowledge it. That's what they're saying with the counter blessings card. Your only job here is to acknowledge the goodness, and I would say just keep the joy journal going. Let's see what information we have for you. The Queen of Cups coming up here. This is a beautiful energy of loving yourself. It's another queen for you, so very feminine energy to couple these masculine mermen that are helping you to move forward linearly here through these steps. The Queen of Cups, you can see she's got her wish fulfilled. I mean, we're brewing and we're asking and we're trying to plan and strategize and we're stepping into expressing joy. And here, it's happening. It's here. Not only is your heart overflowing, it feels, but that you are honoring it and you're acknowledging it for yourself. She's a very compassionate, loving leader. She makes sure that she, not only expresses her joy and counts her blessings, but she's able to share that when she takes care of her own needs and wants and understands herself first. She honors her own heart and the blessings that she perceives, and that then allows her to go out into the world and share that. So you're going to be like a master of sharing joy, it seems, and love by the end of these steps here. Ooh, the Devil energy. Interesting. So you can see in this Devil card, we have a mermaid and she's locked in a cage, but she's not really locked. The lock is not clasped. So she can get out of this cage if she wants to, but her perception is that she can't, that she's stuck there. And everything that perhaps she wants, these jewels and this gold, plate and coins and the treasure chest, etc., they're outside of her reach, but that is actually not the case. If she wanted to, she could just reach down and unhook that and get right out of this cage. The Devil energy is not a scary energy, right? It's not a bad energy. It's nothing to be worried about. It's the feeling to me is either they're telling you that this is not too good to be true, that these blessings are happening for you now, and it's safe for you to be in gratitude and appreciation for them, that you deserve them and they're not going anywhere, or that you shouldn't feel guilty or shameful for having these things, or for welcoming these blessings into your life. The Devil card is a card of empowerment, because it speaks to distraction and to cyclical patterns that are no longer serving you. To me, this really feels like I don't deserve this. And that's the narrative that I'm getting. So what they're trying to help you do is to tell you, yeah, you do deserve this, and you can be happy about it. It's not going to be taken away from you. This isn't going to imprison you. That's another message here, is like, you might feel like, well, if I have this now, then it comes with responsibility that I don't want, because it's going to cage me up and it's going to force me to be, under someone's thumb, or to be beholden to someone or something. And it's going to place this responsibility on my shoulder that I don't want. And what Spirit is saying is that's all in your head, right? You only think it's going to imprison you. It's not going to imprison you if you don't allow your mind to tell you that. So you've got to be very aware of how it is you are receiving the blessings, because your heart is meant to be overflowing. Look at her. She knows she deserves this, and she knows she's going to be a better human being for receiving it, for letting herself receive it, and that she's going to be able to share it with others more easily and readily when she allows herself to not only like love and care and have compassion for herself, but to receive the blessings and to count them, and to not deny herself what it is that's showing up in her life. It's like, you do deserve this. Don't let your head distract you by saying that, you're either not worthy of this, or this means this. Because you have this, now you have to do this, that, or the other thing. It's not about that. This is an opportunity for you to reclaim your power and to realize that you are only imprisoned if you allow yourself to be imprisoned. That you don't have to be distracted by perhaps old narratives or bad habits. Maybe you've received in the past and it hasn't gone well. It spelled disaster, or it was given to you and then it felt like it was just gone and taken away. And they're telling you that that can be over now, that you have the power to receive these blessings and to keep them, and to know that you deserve them, and to love yourself in that space, to be gentle with yourself as you're doing this, and just notice where your mind might be trying to play tricks on you, or where your mind may be imprisoning you or telling you things that are just not true. You have the ability to get right out of this cage and claim all of this fortune for yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're being given it because it's the divine time for it, right? Because you were patient, because you tuned your energy, right? It's a different kind of expression here that you're getting for this first step on purpose. And it seems like what they're doing is they're going to see how you move through these steps, and then when you get here, your mind's going to do its job, and Spirit's going to set up that challenge to see if you believe that you deserve what it is that's coming in for you. Or if you're going to imprison yourself again. So don't let yourself be imprisoned by old narratives or unworthiness, because you are worthy, group number 2. And it starts with you reacclimating your energy to joy and happiness and love, and then watching the blessings and the fortune and the miracles start to trickle on in, showing up for you perhaps in unexpected ways, and then being very gentle and kind and loving to yourself as you begin to receive them without anything that's holding them back anymore, or holding you back anymore from receiving them, and allowing your heart to overflow. So watch out for that energy, because it's just a distraction. It's just one of those tests. It's your mind kind of doing its job to go, hey, but this person doesn't have that, or you didn't do anything to receive that, so why do you think it's okay for you to have that? Whatever the narratives are that have held you back from fully receiving the blessings that are meant for you, you need to pay attention to that here, because they are meant for you. They're meant to help you feel loved, and to help your heart center overflow, and to help your energy stay in joy and happiness. So group number 2, these are all the messages I have for this first part of this reading and these next 3 steps for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope that it serves you. If you are an Evolve member, then you're going to want to head down to the description and click on the timestamp or the link next to your particular membership, and that will send you and give you access to the page where you can watch the second part of this exclusive extended reading, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your Stepping Stones reading. We are going to be getting some insight for you for your next 3 actions. If you're listening to this, then you have chosen the third grouping or the third pile with the Lapis Lazuli, the double terminated Lapis Lazuli. So this is definitely a stone of insight. It is a stone of vision. It is a stone of divine clarity and messages. So really excited for your reading to see what pops up here for you. Let's take a look at the next 3 steps, and then we will get some more information for you. So step number 1, ask with sincerity. Card number 17. So maybe we're reaching out for help. Let's see what else we've got. Step number 2 is to look forward. Ooh, maybe you're looking forward to something, making plans, strategizing perhaps. Card number 24. And step number 3, revive the dormant. And that's card number 43. That's a 43-7 for you. Okay. Definitely want to get some more information for you on each of these steps. The first thing, ask with sincerity, that they're asking you to do is to ask. So this is going to span all areas of your life, group number 3. If you have been the type of person who just kind of tries to keep trudging, keep going, my way is the best way, or stubborn, thank you, stubborn energy, they're saying. So having too much stubborn energy, perhaps, not ever wanting to ask for help. Okay, they want that one too, okay. Not ever wanting to ask for help, or being shy about it is the word they're showing, shy. So being shy about asking for help, or feeling like it makes you a failure to ask for help. They're giving you the key to that energy, which is to ask from a place of heart, ask with sincerity, ask from a place of truth and clarity. So you're not just like throwing it out there and asking, thank you, asking everyone for everything. They're saying if there's something that you need help with, or if there's something that you're looking to perhaps move forward, if there's something that you're looking to revive, because we can see here, we're looking to bring something back to life. You may just need a little bit of help. Now that could be help from people here on the physical plane, of course, those around you, certain groups of people, certain people who have expertise perhaps in that area. It could be asking a favor of someone who can help you with the certain things that you're juggling. It also may mean asking from the universe and asking from spirit, because we've got the wish, the star here, the shining star, the shooting star present. We've also got this universal like snow globe energy that these figures are floating in. So for sure you do want to be in congregation with your spirit team when you are asking. Sometimes when it comes to spirit, you know, they ask, they move on what it is you're asking them on. So if you don't ever ask, then it's like the help isn't invited in. So you definitely want to make sure that you are talking to your spirit team, that you are talking to your angel, you're talking to your crossed over loved ones, you're talking to the masters you're working with, you're gathering the people in spirit and the beings in spirit that are meant to be of service to you. I mean, that's their only job. They're there to guide you. They're there to give you insight, because you are on a physical journey, and you know, we don't have all the answers. Our mind doesn't give us all the answers. So spirit is literally saying, hey, if you need some help, all you need to do is ask. So if you haven't been talking to your team, that is definitely included in this. And then if there are places and spaces that you need help with in other areas of your life, be open to who it is that you're meant to ask for help, so that spirit can guide you to go ahead and do that from a place of heart. You're not asking it nonchalantly. You're doing it with sincerity. So let's get some more info on this asking energy and asking step. Yes, Ten of Cups. This is people all coming together in love. So if you feel like you may be the person who's always helping other people, group number 3, maybe that is you. And now it's time for you to kind of switch that energy up and receive. This card is a card of happily ever after, an abundance of loving energy, all of those people in your life that love you so much, all of those heart connections that you have made over the years, or perhaps the people that you are there for and that you care about. They're telling you that this is connected to the love that they have for you and the love that you have for them. And as far as spirit is concerned, this is a bit of an ask and you shall receive kind of energy with a 10 of cups. This is everything coming together in harmony and in love. So I feel like this step is like, so far, ask and you shall receive. And when you do it from a place of heart or a place of sincerity, you may find that people are just showing up and happy to help and really actually very excited that you even asked them. Let's see what else we have here. Oh my goodness, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So this feels like it may have been a block for this group, for instance. I just feel like maybe you're scared to ask for help, or maybe you've been disconnected from spirit, if that's the case, and you're not asking for your guides and your angels to come in and help you. If you can be specific when asking from spirit, so which specific guide are you talking about? Which area of life do you need help in? Where do you need the clarity? Where do you need the fortune in this case? Where do you need that turn or that change? Where do you need some assistance? If there are particular archangels that have expertise in the areas that you need help in, you need to be able to call them in and invoke them. That's the whole point, right? Some archangels will not even come if you do not ask them for help, because it's a honoring of your own space, energy, and auric presence. They're not going to infiltrate your energy if you are not asking for it. If you're not calling them in and allowing them in, they're not just going to like, oh, I'm here, deal with it, So you've got to be able to ask. The Wheel of Fortune card showing up with a 10 of Cups says, ask and you shall receive much better than you think it's going to happen, right? A Wheel of Fortune says everything's starting to spin in your direction. That's why I'm saying I feel like this may have been a block for this group prior, and I get it. Like, I totally get that. You don't want to ask for help because you don't want to take other people's time. You don't want to take their energy. You don't want to interrupt their lives. You don't want to feel like you can't do it on your own. Whatever it may be, this may be also like a practitioner that you want to go to, and this area of life has been bothering you, or your knee feels like it's been hurting, or something's up, or you just can't shake this pain that you're having. And Spirit is telling you the first step is to ask for help, ask with sincerity, ask for assistance. And not only are you going to get it, but it is going to shift the way your life moves in the future. Because of this Wheel of Fortune showing up with a 10 of Cups, this combination of energy is so wonderful. Most certainly, if you have blocks in your mind about what it means to ask for help, and then what also happens after you ask for help, or ask for assistance, or ask for someone's opinion, ask for what they have to say about it, you're going to be very pleasantly surprised, group number 3, with this combo of energy. Because people show up with their heart here, and it shifts the way that your life runs. This Wheel of Fortune says we're going to start spinning everything in your direction now. Events are going to start lining up. Things are going to start happening for your good fortune, for your good luck. You may find that things just get better automatically when you ask for the assistance and when you ask with sincerity. This also could mean that you're asking for a rising is how they're saying it, but this could mean like you're asking for a new position at your work. You are asking for a raise even, or you're asking someone to be involved in something. Like if you have always wanted to work with a certain group, or if you've always wanted to be mentored or to be interning somewhere. If you ask with sincerity, it looks like everything lines up nicely, and this becomes this beautiful, fortunate connection that you make as a result of it. So I would definitely say, don't hesitate to ask. Ask your heart first. What does it want? What does it need? Where could it use some tender love, care, assistance, compassion? And that will guide you to the proper area where you need to ask with sincerity. for whatever it is you'd like, especially if it's connected to a dream that you have for yourself. The results look to be very good. The energy connected to this is very good. And because we have forward-looking motion and reviving of the dormant, it's going to set into motion something beautiful where you're going to start to see your future in a different way perhaps, or be able to make plans for something that you maybe never even dreamed of. Things just kind of line up and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is my life. This is amazing. What would have happened if I never even asked? Okay, let's just take a look now at the energy that's going to help you bridge the energy from asking to looking forward. And I'm going to pull this second card as well while I have the deck out. Oh, okay. This card here, if I can grab it. There we go. Okay. Bridging the energy, recognition. Okay, two messages coming from this. Okay, number one, you may find that people are, like I said, showing up in droves or showing up with their heart. And they're just like, thank you so much for asking me. Like, I feel really honored that you've asked me for help. Like, I'm so happy that I can be there for you. So there's this recognition that's going to carry you forward into the future, carry you forward into this like planning or envisioning energy that's coming in with this look forward card. The other message that's coming in is recognizing yourself. So, okay, right. Wow, there's a few messages with this recognition card. So you're going to need to vibe out how it resonates with you, with what it is that they're talking about in your life, right? So either it's people really being grateful that you've asked them and that you want their help, or that you want to be a part of something. It may be you needing to recognize, like pat yourself on the back and go like, well done. We built that up in our head so big that we made it almost impossible to, like an impossible hurdle to get over. And I cannot believe we did that. Like, I'm really proud that we did ask for the help or ask for the raise or ask to be a part of that. I'm so proud of us. Like, it may be you congratulating and recognizing and acknowledging what a leap that was for you and how it turned out so well, and kind of making a mental note that like you're not going to be doing that again. When it gets built up in your head like that, there's no need to make it this huge insurmountable thing, that it's okay to just tap in and then reach out. The other thing that's coming in is riding the recognition that someone else is giving you. So if you, for instance, are asking for a raise, because that's just an easy example, or asking to be a part of something, maybe you're asking to have a new position or have a new job or be a part of a group, the recognition that they're giving you and saying yes, you know, 10 of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune is people recognizing you and then good fortune coming on the back of that. So this is like a yes energy. And I just want to side note, if it's not a yes, it means it's not the right place for you. It's not a reflection of who you are. Whoever is allowing you to kind of come in and saying yes to you, that's how you know you're moving in the right direction. And there will be perhaps this recognition that carries you forward. It's like they recognize you. Essentially, they're like, yes, we're so excited that you're going to be a part of our team. Yes, you deserve this raise. We know the kind of work that you do, and we do not want to be losing you at all. We are happy to give you this. And you earned it. Like, you deserved it. You deserve it. Recognized for the work that you've done, recognized for who you are, recognized for what you can bring to the table. And this then puts you in a different position for step number 2. Step 2 is about being able to have and step into a different vision for your future. The look forward card is a balancing out energy with a 24/6 that allows you to kind of start to see differently what's available to you. Perhaps in the past you thought like there were huge walls or huge time frames that had to be lived through, or obstacles that had to be worked over, climbed over, gotten through before you could start visioning something for your future, or dreaming about something. Or because we know something is going to be revived here, this looking forward energy could be a recognition of something in your life or in yourself that you're starting to see may be available again for you. Some piece of yourself that you left behind in order to experience what you had to experience. And now you're starting to get these inklings or these insights that say, maybe there's something else out there for me, or maybe I can do that again, or maybe I can use those gifts and those talents that I had and I used way back when and be able to use them in a different way that's really going to serve myself or serve others in the future. You may have the feeling of like motivation starting to bubble up in you, which then allows you to look forward and make different plans for yourself. Very cool energy for step number 2. Let's see what's connected. Yeah. King of Wands. Wow. The King of Wands is the master of the suit of fire, and this almost feels like this energy, but it's happening here. So there's this spark and this fire and this reconnection to your true light within and what inspires you, and your energy that's connected to your divine purpose being felt in step number 2. And that's probably why you're the vision. They're giving me this like, okay, the visions are starting to come now. We're starting to be able to imagine differently what our path ahead may entail or may include. The King of Wands is a beautiful, inspiring, creative leader. I mean, he's just this beam of light. I would say that he, can attack things with fire sometimes. In a low expression, this would be, impulsivity kind of coming in to like push you to move too fast. Or on the flip side, it can be impatience and like anger that comes in, like things are not moving fast enough. Because you're in a look forward energy, you may not feel the ability to act just yet, but it's coming. So there's a patience and a planning that's here that the King of Wands will help you to see the vision, right? To understand what's inspiring you, to know and see the creation that you'd like to bring to life. But I would just watch, I'm just getting this like feeling of watch out for like being too impulsive and trying to get it all done, because it may not work out the way that you think it's going to work out like that. It may be that you're trying to do too much too fast instead of taking the time to plan and observe and like look into the future. Yeah, they're saying there's times for you to observe, for you to future kind of project, but showing up for your day to day, and then start to make plans for the future. And there's times to embark upon that path for the future. Let's see what we have connected. Yeah, there we go. And that's all. This is everything that is confirming what they're saying, which is this is a pause. You can see this hanged man, this merman is kind of caught up in this net here, hanging upside down. The Hanged Man energy is a card of surrender. It's a card of needing to take a break and being able to tap in to the divine knowing for a different perspective so that you can walk on your path in a way that really works and is in alignment. So you're hung up here. That's what it feels, right? Like it's not the time to be moving forward. It's the time to tap into your high level inspiration, reconnect to your purposeful energy. You're coming off such a beautiful, positive, loving, fortunate energy here that it is going to spark things within you. And because you have the Master of the Suit here, it's going to be that very, elevated level of yourself that you're going to be pulling from and looking and kind of pulling from to look forward. The Hanged Man is great because when you get a Hanged Man card, especially connected to your dreams and your vision, that's why I was getting that energy of like, be careful of being too impulsive, because you don't want to run after something if you're not clear about it. When you get a Hanged Man, it's basically, I don't understand or I don't have clarity about the way forward. So I'm going to put myself upside down. That's what the Hanged Man is all about. He kind of like, in this case, because of the depiction, I would say he knew the net was there and he's like swimming and he's like, where am I supposed to go? I'm so unclear about where I'm supposed to swim next. So he allowed himself to get caught up in that net and hung upside down because he needs a minute. He needs a break. He needs to reconnect to the divine and let them lead him. Let the divine and your spirit team give you and offer you up the new perspective that's going to show you the way forward, as opposed to just kind of like running forward. This is a waiting. He surrenders and he waits, and then he'll get cut out of this net. Someone will come over and he'll have the right insight to move forward, or which way he needs to swim, or where he's needed, or where he's meant to go next, or what decision is the best decision, or what path is the best path. He'll get out of this net and pop back into the water and swim, knowing as opposed to guessing or overthinking about it. So this is really a step that says wait and plan and listen and connect. And you will know when it's time to go, because we have you walking right into a reviving energy. Let's see what's going to get you from the look forward to the reviving energy. Okay, right, there it is. The Solitude card. So again, a reiteration, spending time alone, allowing, you can even see kind of like the divine coming in here. We are waiting, we're allowing ourselves to dream, think about it. That solitude energy is going to help you move into understanding what it is you're meant to revive. Reviving the Dormant card is about understanding within yourself something. It's like a calling. It will feel like a calling, like, I don't feel complete right now, and it's because this has been sleeping in me, and I suspect it's going to start being awakened here. And when you get to this third step, this is where you're going to know. You've spent enough time in solitude. You're not in a thinking position anymore. You're in a knowing. You've gotten the insights. You're reconnected to your true energy, your true power, your true light, your true ambition. And now you're going to start reviving it. So this step will come naturally, is what Spirit just said. You're not going to have to figure out when it's time to revive this. You're going to naturally be called to it. I'm feeling this calling energy coming up here. So step number 3 is to begin working on it. Begin. You can see that in the picture, these leaves are starting to grow. This tree is starting to be nurtured again. And that's going to be you. You're going to start to feel this life coming back into you, and you knowing where it is you want to place your attention and your energy and your focus, they just said, and your focus. Let's see what's connected. The 4 of Cups. Yeah. As you can see, this fellow is saddened and drunk. Very drunk. Look at all those bottles that he has tapped into. And he's a little like, why? What is this? What is going on? He might be bored. I feel him in a bit of sorrow, like, why? Is there anything better for me? Is there anything that's going to happen for me? And you can see that he's just got his 3 cups here, but he's missing the 4th one. He's not paying attention because he's inebriated at this point, I think. But the idea of the 4 of Cups is you don't want to miss the magical gift that is coming outside of your periphery or your consciousness energy. It may just be to the side, and if you're not conscious, you're going to miss it. You're going to think, all I have is these 3 cups and there's nothing more to do. This is an important card to have with this energy for step number 3 for you. It's Spirit kind of highlighting and reminding you there's always some kind of magic that wants to be presented to you, or that's coming in. It's not like this Wheel of Fortune, this beautiful energy just stops when you move into step 2, right? So you want to carry this over and certainly not forget it. With the 4 of Cups, this is a gift from the universe that comes in seemingly out of nowhere when you're not expecting it. You may actually be like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. Can I bring this back to life? Am I going to be able to, feel this way again or revive this energy? And if you stay in that and you box yourself in or you put blinders on, it's going to be really hard for you to see, right? Like if you drink your sorrows away and then you're not paying attention, he's like missing this beautiful cup that's everything his heart desires, or a beautiful gift that helps to remind him of how wonderful he is and the fact that his life is not always going to be this way, and there is something good here for you. So as you're reviving, or as you're stepping into bringing something back to life for yourself, do not put the blinders on. Let's see what's connected. Yeah, look at this. So they're telling us that this is just preparation for you. This is an important card to have here. Why? Because you're going to have gifts along the way, and with a 5 of Wands, especially this 5 of Wands, how they're all like lined up and ready to go. This card in a low expression, these two cards together in a low expression could see you feeling like you are unable to revive the dormant, that you are unable to carry that spark to life or to start embarking upon this growth energy. You may be in competitive energy, you thinking this is all there is and you're not good enough, or there's nothing that's going to come of this, and you thought it was going to be fortunate, but it's not, and it's exhausting and nobody's working with you and all of this. You want to avoid that low expression energy, because these two cards coupled together in a high expression with you looking to restore or revive something in your life is the magic is just on the side of you. It's just right there. It can show up at any moment. And the Five of Wands says, start preparing, start gathering your resources, gathering your energy. Who are the people that can help you? What kind of change do you need to make to be able to start to revive your energy? This is a fiery energy that says, if you go within yourself and you make some changes and you start believing in yourself, this is change to your core energy. Something's got to shift. And Spirit will give you what you need to begin this process, because this card is a shift in energy that leads to a victorious card. So what they're saying here is, we are preparing you, right? Not only will you have revived the dormant, but these future goals and plans and, you know, what you have or what you dream about, it's possible. You can bring that to victory. But first we've got to start. And first we've got to prepare. And first we've got to keep our, perspective broad. We've got to be open to what might be coming in out of the blue that we can use to help revive our energy and prepare our energy. So this doesn't feel fast to me. It feels like you're going to start really getting these little nuggets that are pointing you in the right direction, or making you feel confirmation. It's like confirmation, I'm moving in the right direction. You don't want to get wrapped up in drama. You don't want to get wrapped up in comparing yourself to others, where they are and how long it took them, and being competitive. Here, you want to just go, this is my spirit, this is my soul, I know what I'm inspired to do, and I'm going to start now. That is the goal of this energy, is to be open and to start now, and to know that Spirit is supporting you. And there will be beautiful little gifts coming in to help you with this preparation, with this shift in energy. That's going to lead to some beautiful things. In fact, I believe it's going to lead to some of your wishes that you really have, or maybe you thought weren't possible for you, coming true in the future. And it starts here in this third step. So I hope that this serves you for your future goals and dreams in your journey. These are all the messages I have for you for this first part of this reading. I'm really excited for you to be able to kind of break through a barrier and tap into this fortunate energy and this fortunate flow, to have a different vision for yourself and have like a new path open up within you. And it looks like being prepared for that to really open up on the external, so in the external world as well. So once again, I hope this serves you. If you are an Evolve member, of course, there is part number 2 exclusively on the Evolve pages waiting for you. If you're an Evolve member, head down to the description and click on the link next to your specific Evolve membership. So you'll see them all there, all 3 of them there. Click on that link and that will send you to the page where you can watch the extended part 2 exclusive reading that goes along with this group.